Have you ever wondered why so many people call the Bible the good book and yet haven't a clue as to what it says? Or have you ever wanted to know what the word said deeply for yourself, but then got stuck on the thous and the dies or some care of this present age? Well, believe it or not, the Bible and other Hebraic scrolls proclaim that the word of the Most High would be sealed. That is, most people would have no clue as to its meaning and application. And if you found yourself in this quandary, then stick around and learn how to prepare yourself, for the end draws nigh. Hello, and welcome to First Light's Quantum Corner. I'm your host, Renaya. And if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell too to place yourself at the forefront of all quantum news. So go ahead, click it, got it, good. Now on today's topic of preparing yourself for the days ahead and gaining the spiritual understanding you need to know. Isaiah once wrote, "Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples." Isaiah chapter 8, verse 14. But what does this mean? Simply put, it means that the action of bearing witness of the word would be shut up among most, except among the Most High's true elect, those eager to learn, upon whom the law would be sealed according to the will of heaven. In other words, only those who desire to keep the law will be able to understand the dangers that lie ahead in this period of ruling from on high. As Daniel chapter 12, verse 4, 9, and 10 read, "Shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased. Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried. But the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand." So from these verses, it is clear that the Most High chooses whom to reveal to and who to hide his words from. Even the prophet Daniel was told to go his way, and that only the wise in the time of the end would understand what he, Daniel, had been given through inspiration. But let's not stop there, for it says that many who were purified and made white, that is, freed from sin, would be tried. This means that they will be tested with trials and temptation. That's why we must always be on guard, learning and never going back to our worldly state of mind, because if we do so, we become the wicked who are blind and have no understanding. And this can happen so easily. We can say to ourselves, well, nobody's perfect, while caving into sin. But this mindset is of our own understanding. For even the New Testament declares this, "Make you perfect in every good work to do his will, working in you that which is well-pleasing in his sight." Hebrews chapter 13, verse 21. Or how about the words from the Messiah himself? "Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect." Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. So it is unwise to abuse grace in order to sin. Rather, it is through grace that we say no to sin. And as defined by 1 John chapter 3, verse 4, a New Testament passage, sin is the transgression of the law which most Christians choose to ignore. And that's where First Light comes into play. And to find out how, stick around until the very end. But for now, what is sin according to the Bible? Is it your own personal code of conduct? Or is it not living for yourself? Or is it the transgressing of the law? Make your selection in the poll above and catch the answer at the tail end of this video. And if you get it right, type quantum in the comments below. So let's solve how to prepare ourselves together. So by now, most of you have seen and are well aware of First Light's weekly segments, our radiation vibration, our ancient illumination, our quantum corner, and of course, course report. And if you haven't, just take a look at our homepage banner where you'll see each segment along with its primary date to be posted and its approximate duration. Anyway, what you may not know is that each segment has a specific task and purpose. And in this section, we will elucidate them, at least the major ones. Also, we'll show you how to gain more from your personal studies so that you're in the know and truly prepare for what is fated for Earth. So without further ado, segment 1, radiation vibration. Radiation vibration is all about connecting with the word through meditation. These sections will be rather short on commentary so that you have an opportunity to listen to the Bible uninterrupted. There is no set limit to their time frame, and they can occur at any time throughout the week, though usually they will be posted sometime between Sunday and Wednesday. They are also the segments where a sudden burst of inspiration will flow through, and even impromptu series that may disrupt the other segments. Now, what we suggest is that 3 times a day you listen fully to radiation vibration messages. Once when you wake up, next during a midday break, and finally when you're about to go to bed. And if you do this for 7 days straight while fully cognizant, the verses will take on a deeper meaning. And this is actually what you want to happen. A spiritual decompiling of the layers to be found within scriptures. And this will serve as a primer for other verses as well, and at a time you least expect it, with the end result being the wisdom of ages. Segment 2, Ancient Illumination. Ancient Illumination is all about bringing the word to the forefront through precepts. Isaiah chapter 28 verse 10 says it best, "For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little." And so, it is this segment that is targeted toward a more mature audience of the word. Nonetheless, anyone can join in and have an understanding, but a willingness must be shown to hear everything through and through. No shortcuts, because by the end, you'll be thoroughly equipped with verses. And if still kind of fuzzy, that's what the comment section is for Q&A from First Light and the community at large. Also, ancient illuminations are meant to challenge your core beliefs and to prompt positive change. Change that will facilitate a proactive stance in your own biblical studies. Segment 3, Quantum Corner. Quantum Corner is all about educating the masses on the word, history, fun facts, and the like. As you can tell, this segment itself is under the Quantum Corner umbrella. Generally, Quantum Corners will be shorter than Ancient Illumination and will typically be more observational, cultural, or scientific in nature. That is, they are more like what you would expect from a classroom setting, but with information you can access and utilize in a practical sense from day to day for the rest of your life. Segment 4, Course Report. Course Report is all about the Dead Sea Scrolls and other Hebraic records that kept track of time, and still are. You see, when we align ourselves with the Hebraic calendar worldview, we see how precise the world we live in is. It is totally by design, and not in the least bit random. And this type of precision is able to build your faith because it isn't blind and is very much tangible. In fact, as you look at the sun, moon, and stars, you realize they are completely one big cosmic clock, with the sun being like the hour hand with its daily progression from season to season, the moon a minute hand with its different phases, and the stars a second hand that highlight specific events, let's say like the Messiah's birth, which occurred many moons ago. Furthermore, being in sync with nature is the same as being in tune with the Creator himself, since he created everything for our good. And that's what we all want, his good, and for his will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. Otherwise, you would not be here listening to the sound of my voice. And so, the best thing for us to do is to prove the veracity of ancient records like the Dead Sea Scrolls. And we do this by making personal observations of the skies ourselves. And here at First Light, that is exactly what we have done. We have taken meticulous pictures of both the sun and moon and seen their harmonious flow from week to week and night to night. All we ask is that you too do as the Bible says, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 21. We have nothing to hide, and neither will you. So now you know how to spiritually prepare yourself with First Light beside your side. You also know what this increasing knowledge means. The end draws near. That's why we must be fully equipped by 1. Meditating on the Word both day and night. By 2. Challenging ourselves to be our very best. By 3. Becoming lifelong students in all matters. And by 4. Aligning ourselves with creation as set forth by the Creator himself. Anyway, may this knowledge be a blessing to you. And as always, we appreciate your continued support. And if you found this video beneficial, then give us a thumbs up. And definitely share this with other seekers of truth, seekers like you. For as embers, it is only together that we flourish the light. First Light. Shalom. Congratulations for making it to the very end. And the answer to today's poll question is transgressing of the law.